I'm Christian Suarez. I am a technician within the Department of Accessible Technologies of the Directorate of Universal Accessibility of the ONCE Foundation.
Today, I am here to speak of physical disability.
Physical disability is one of the disabilities with the largest number of people affected both at a national and at a European level.
And it can be classified into three types:
Minor physical disability, moderate and severe.
In my case, it is categorized within the third range, severe.
Physical disability usually has the main effect of mobility problems. Regarding the obstacles that we find in digital accessibility in the field of physical disability, we focus on those which require excessive mobility. For example, the forms where you have to go through from one box to the next with the mouse, the fact that you have click spaces which are very small, that they ask you to perform rapid movements when it comes to filling out forms, that they have time limits when it comes to carrying out certain actions. In the area of cybersecurity, regarding the topic of CAPTCHAs, it's quite complex because they ask you to click with the mouse in a series of images, and it's quite complex with the mouse to place the pointer within the image they require. Regarding the solutions to the problems mentioned above, we find that people with severe physical disabilities, who have their mobility too highly affected in their upper limbs, they use voice recognition. This kind of software, although the technology is not optimized 100% on many websites, indeed helps us to be able to access information in a safer and simpler way. For example, imagine that we want to complete a banking procedure, and in that banking process they ask us to perform several security checks. Imagine that, by mistake, we click on the wrong key and we complete a transaction that we didn't want to complete. Then, with this type of voice synthesizers and recognition tools, what is facilitated is that we are more relaxed when it comes to use new technologies. When we were under the lockdown restrictions, I ran out of food at home. I am an independent person. I live alone. I don't need too much help. But it is true that I had to perform online shopping, and of course I completed the whole purchase, and when I got to the area to fill in the payment details, the address, as I write slowly, I always left it incomplete halfway through the form and I had to go back to start the purchase again because the page refreshed itself. That was rather frustrating and tedious, and I ended up leaving the shopping process and asking a neighbor to give me a hand because I could not manage to complete the purchase.
Valencian Government Department of Innovation, Science, Universities and Digital Society Digital Divide Observatory Chair of Digital Divide and Functional Diversity Polytechnic University of Valencia Center for Quality Management and Change Social Group ONCE